One of the best ways to gain insights into these evolving tactics is to follow the hacking announcements that come out each year at the Black Hat and DEFCON security conferences. These twin hacker cons, which take place in August this year, are a bellwether of sorts for the information security field. They cover a vast range of new hacking research and tend to be a good predictor of the new trends emerging in the hacker and cybercrime communities. Right now, there are three big trends to watch. Mobile devices have been on the hackers' radar for a while, but they weren't especially important until now. Smartphones are now the central hub for so many things: banking, retail transactions, two-factor authentication, biometric authentication, Internet of Things access/control, plus cars, too, personal health, etc. And this list seems to grow by the day. As these devices take on more responsibility and control in a user's life, they also become more important for the hacker. In order to continue their illicit operations, hackers now increasingly have to gain access to these devices. For instance, one of the most traditional areas of cybercrime is the bank account takeover. However, as more users are now protecting their online accounts with two-factor authentication typified by a one-time passcode text to the user, the criminal will be thwarted unless he/she is able to intercept the person's SMS messages. This makes the smartphone a critical technology for hackers. In a nutshell, smartphones are the new computing platform which hackers must gain access to in order to remain relevant. It is far more challenging to defend against these back-end attacks, and this means businesses and individuals will be compromised without even knowing it. Most of the time, when we hear about the hacking threats to smart/connected devices in the home, we immediately revert to fears of invasive spying inside our private lives, i.e., a hacked baby monitor. But in actuality, the most likely threat to these devices comes from money-making malware. Another big change coming to the hacker world is the rise of voice-based attacks. Voice biometrics are currently used by many financial institutions, HSBC's Voice ID, to verify customers. Additionally, voice-based authentication and control are used by an increasing number of devices and services from mobile phones to IoT products. Even some computer operating systems provide voice biometrics as an option for user access. At the same time, smart speakers are growing in popularity and are now widely found in homes and workplaces. As these devices are connected to the user's larger network, they offer a convenient beachhead for an attacker. For cybercriminals, the rise of voice-based services offers an enticing target. If the attacker can clone or spoof the victim's voice, he/she can gain access to financial accounts or technology services. If the attacker can launch secretive voice commands to a smart speaker, he/she can take over that speaker and possibly spread to other devices connected to the same network. Security professionals will be sharing new research at Black Hat on this topic, including a Cortana exploit and voice spoofing. However, this is a trend that is already in the works. Recently, we've seen researchers demonstrate proof-of-concept attacks on smart speakers by lacing YouTube videos with audio commands which broadcast outside the normal human hearing range. It's easy to see how this could become a bigger problem, as popular videos could be corrupted with these types of commands, or phishing emails could send specific videos to individual targets. At the same time, there are numerous technologies emerging in the open market which are able to clone a person's voice by using a small sample of their speech patterns. Technologies like Deep Voice, Adobe Max, and Lyrebird are just a few. But custom morphing engines are also possible. Just as technology is constantly evolving, so too are the tactics used by hackers. Over the next few years, we can expect to see more sophisticated attacks targeting smartphones, IoT devices, and voice-based systems. These will be harder to defend against, so it is important for businesses and consumers to be aware of the risks they are facing. Jason Glassberg is a co-founder of Kasaba Security, a cybersecurity and ethical hacking firm that advises cryptocurrency businesses, traditional financial institutions, technology companies, and Fortune 500s. He is a former cybersecurity executive for Ernst & Young and Lehman Brothers. Read also, Glassberg, investors should get serious about smart cars being hackable.